Hello, our interest group is Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood is a nonprofit organization that provides important health care, sex education, and other information to millions of people around the world. About 75% of their spending is focused on STI testing and treatment and contraception. Both of these resources are for males and females. This information debunks the myth that Planned Parenthood is only used as a place for women to get abortions, as it is often depicted in the media and with public opinion in general.
Planned Parenthood takes in volunteers and employees who either found interest in what this organization has to offer and/or has had experience, leading them to want to be a part of an organization that helps people with similar experiences.
Planned Parenthood falls under secondary groups. They are a large organization that is goal-oriented to help the patient feel that they came to the right place to deal with their issue or dilemma.
The way Planned Parenthood is transforming public opinion is mainly through their leadership and published works on their values. The new president of Planned Parenthood, as of November 2018, is Dr. Leanna Wen. Wen is the first physician to lead this organization in almost 50 years. She led the Baltimore City Health Department, which is the oldest continually operating health department in the country. She has saved thousands of lives with an opioid antidote, fought to protect women's rights for years, and has received multiple recognitions for her work in public journals and magazines such as Time magazine. Planned Parenthood also works to not only highlight women's health, but also men's. They have published multiple papers on the importance of STD and STI testing and contraception for all people, regardless of gender.
Getting tested for STDs is a basic part of taking care of your health. Most people with STDs don't have any symptoms. Testing is the only way to know for sure if you have one. So if you're having vaginal, anal, or oral sex, talk with a doctor or nurse about getting tested for STDs, even if you feel totally healthy. Testing is usually quick and painless. It can be as easy as peeing in a cup or rubbing your cheek with a swab. And if you do have an STD, it's better to find out early, because you could spread the infection to other people you have sex with, and some STDs can cause serious damage over time. But most STDs are easily cured with medicine, and there are lots of treatments for the STDs that can't be cured. So the sooner you find out you have an STD, the sooner you can get the care you need to stay healthy. If you're in a new relationship, getting tested together shows you care about each other and can even make you closer. Talking to your partner about getting tested for STDs doesn't mean you don't trust them. It means you're looking out for your health and their health. Want to get tested for STDs? Your nearest Planned Parenthood Health Center is here to help.
While many people believe this organization is mostly centered on abortion, the majority of funds go to the testing for STDs and STIs for all to use. Due to their public expression of these values, male patients have increased by 99% from the years 2003 to 2013. These efforts to transform public opinion have greatly increased their success in spreading their message and reaching those that need help. This will in turn increase the group's resource mobilization, meaning more people would be spreading their positive experiences and increasing the support for the organization.
One day, I found a lump on my right breast. In a small town, we don't have a health center on every corner. It would take 3 to 4 weeks to be seen. So I called Planned Parenthood, and they got me in that day.
Extreme politicians are trying to defund Planned Parenthood, which would have a devastating impact on the more than 37,000 people that rely on Planned Parenthood in Arizona.
Had I have waited a day, I would have had stage 4 cancer. Planned Parenthood saved my life.
The 2016-2017 Planned Parenthood Annual Report publicized the impact that Planned Parenthood health centers had on healthcare. In 2016, there were 9.5 million services provided, ranging from STI testing and treatment to breast exams. An example of change that they created is the Zika Education and Prevention Campaign, where there were 1,200 Zika prevention kits distributed to Planned Parenthood patients, and Planned Parenthood was able to reach 20,000 people with educational resources and information. Transgender healthcare services are also being expanded by the help of Planned Parenthood. As we learned in class, a transgender is someone who is born male or female but doesn't quite fit in that classification. To make a transition from male to female or female to male, hormone therapy is needed. 17 states now have Planned Parenthood health centers that provide this hormone therapy. This year, Planned Parenthood participated in more than 70 research studies on topics ranging from contraceptive counseling to HIV prevention to a randomized trial on self-injectable birth control. They are attempting to make changes in healthcare using this research. Planned Parenthood is constantly involved in supporting and fighting potential laws that affect healthcare. They, along with partner organizations in some cases, filed 7 new lawsuits to protect and expand access to a safe legal abortion. In the 2016-2017 report, it was stated that the year before, Planned Parenthood partners in 12 countries reached 1.5 million people and trained 4,100 advocates of sexual and reproductive health and rights. The focus is not just on America. This is a diagram explaining where the funding of Planned Parenthood comes from. 37% comes from government reimbursements and grants. These payments, according to the report, are from Medicaid managed care plans. Private contributions are foundation grants, corporate contributions, and individual contributors. There are more than 1.4 million active individual contributors. Bequests add up to $38.8 million. These together make up 36% of funding. Non-government revenue makes up 22%, and there are 5% of funds coming from other places. Out of the money collected, 60% goes to the medical services provided, 19% goes to non-medical program services, 13% to management and general support, 6% to fundraising, and 2% to other places. This diagram is a breakdown of the medical services provided by Planned Parenthood. What is interesting is that 97% of funding goes to services that are not abortion-based, 47% goes to STI testing and treatment, 28% to contraception, 14% to women's health services, 7% to cancer screenings and prevention, and 1% to other. Only 3% of funding goes towards abortion, and there are many organizations that attack Planned Parenthood for their support of abortion. Planned Parenthood has a variety of ways to reach out and to attain their goals. Voices of supporters are an important tool in pushing towards the goals that Planned Parenthood has, and to spread the word about the services they provide. Planned Parenthood launched a campaign called #BirthControlHelpedMe in 2015 to get the word out about how their services have helped others. In this particular campaign, people were encouraged to share their stories about how Planned Parenthood services involving birth control helped them. There are many organizations that attack Planned Parenthood and its connection to abortion. However, there are other organizations that try to spread the word about how the focus of Planned Parenthood is on health care. An example of this is an organization called I Stand with Planned Parenthood, where supporters gather to fight for their reproductive rights.